Hi guys, my name is Megan and welcome to this reading for the month of July. We're going to talk about what we can expect to see, feel, what Spirit wants to share with us regarding what we can expect in July. And I just want to preface this video by saying my intention is to only share things of the highest love and light energy. I don't feel it's appropriate to focus on the negative. I feel that I want to only focus on the positive. Now, yes, it is good to look at the light and the dark, but I don't want to talk about things that are going on in the mainstream or what things are being spread through the spiritual community. I want to kind of just go with what Spirit wants to share, and that's going to help us like within our strength, within our power, rather than making us go into fear. So I wrote some notes before the video, which I will get into in a moment, but I was guided to bring forth these two different decks. So I have the Celtic Spirit Oracle, which is the ancient wisdom from the elementals. So I was guided a couple months ago to buy this deck. It's brand new. I've not yet used it. And then I'm also being guided to use the Rose Oracle deck as well. So it's interesting because when I was tapping into this energy this morning, I was kind of nervous to even bring this forward. I was like, oh, Spirit, are you sure? Because the pictures in these cards or the energies can kind of feel scary a little bit, like almost kind of like, ooh, I don't want to look at that. But that is Spirit's way of saying like, no, you need to look at the dark as well as the light, because there is an offering in both energies. So we really are playing into a dualistic energy in July. I feel like the light is coming in more intensely with the sun. As we start integrating more and more of these light energies, these love light energies, more and more darkness is going to start surfacing. It's like there is no room for the dark to hide anymore because the light is shining so bright. It's like if you can envision a dark room and you take a flashlight and then somebody else comes in with a flashlight and more people that come in with their light, the room gets brighter. And so that's kind of the visual I'm being shown, is that the darkness is basically trying its best to hide in any nook and cranny it can, and it's not probable anymore for the darkness to be able to hide because the light is getting too bright on this planet. So I want to tap into the energies of this morning, and then we'll get into what Spirit wants to share through the cards. So they showed me the Seven of Pentacles energy in my mind's eye, which is about perseverance and patience. So in July, we need to have perseverance and patience like no other. Like you need to really be grounded, meditate, be within your center, because it's kind of like they're showing me we're out in the ocean and we're on this boat and we see this storm kind of approaching. There is an energy coming in that is going to be very intense, very powerful, it looks scary, but we will weather the storm is what I'm hearing. So it's about knowing your strength, knowing your divinity, and knowing at the end of the day that Spirit has got you, and to just kind of weather the storm and like flow with it. If you're too rigid, you'll be thrown overboard, but if you kind of flow with the motion, you will ride that wave, so to speak. So then moving into the next thing they shared, which is now is not the time to give up. Now is the time to rise up. So it's about where in your life are you still allowing people to step on your toes, allowing people to overstep their boundaries with you, allowing people to talk down to you. Maybe there's certain things that you've let slide in the past, and now Spirit is saying, if you let these things slide, and how do I say this? Okay, a toxic relationship, for example, if you keep taking it in your little universe, in your personal life, if you allow these things to happen, that gets projected out globally onto the bigger scale of what's really going on in the matrix. So it's like about addressing things in our personal life that then gets reflected out into the big movie outside of ourselves, so to speak, that we are all collectively putting our energy into. So if you are continuing to not stand up for yourself at your job, not stand up for yourself in your relationship or with your friends. It's like the more and more people that do that, that's the energy that gets projected out into the big movie that we all see out onto the global stage, if you will, about us still being not able to set boundaries for ourselves. And we'll see that, you know, with more and more mandates or more and more things in the mainstream stage of suppression of our rights, or it's like the straitjacket that we've all been feeling is getting tighter and tighter and tighter until we rise up and say, no, these are my boundaries, these are my rights, and I am not allowing this anymore. That's kind of the energy that's coming in. That's a lot of people are feeling intense and anxiety right now because they're feeling that that moment is coming. They're feeling that there is a point coming where we are all going to have to stand in our power and be like, no, you know, take that how it resonates with anything and everything that's going on outside of your own 3D world, you know, like what's going on the collective. It's like we all have a little movie playing in our own lives, and then the energy that we deal with in our own personal life, it's like we all collectively are putting energy into the bigger movie. So it's like the more and more people that set boundaries, the more and more mandates are going to come down, the more and more suppression of rights are going to go away. The more we take our power back in our own lives, it's going to be projected out onto the bigger stage is what the overall message is there. And I know I kind of repeated myself, but I felt I needed to. So then they shared with me, become the change you wish to see. If you want a free world of love and peace, then we need to be the example of that within our everyday lives. So I kind of just shared an example of that, and it's about setting boundaries. And it's like, if you want peace, you need to be an example of that. So where are you not being peaceful in your life? Are you the one starting arguments? Are you the one that's not able to tame the beast? You know, the negative energies that come up. Yes, it's good to express yourself, to get things off your chest. But if you are projecting your energy onto other people, you are disturbing the peace, is what they're saying there. So it's kind of like we need to get to a place of boundaries within ourselves too, where we tame the ego and don't let the ego run wild. Yes, it's good to feel your emotions and purge them as they come up, but to not project your crap onto other people, because it's your own stuff that's coming up and you need to deal with it and not put the blame or point the finger at other people. It's like, this is a trigger maybe that they did that's causing you to surface something, and you're going to say, oh, you did this to make me feel this way. No one can make you feel a way that you don't choose to feel. So it's about taking ownership of your emotions, taking ownership of your actions in dealing with your stuff, and not projecting it onto other people. JFK's words, they brought in JFK's words, John F. Kennedy, and it says, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. So again, it's about, where can you add more peace? Where can you add more love? Where can you add more hope, more positive energy to yourself, to others in your circle, to others in your job? And then that energy again gets, you know, mirrored and reflected out to the bigger world stage. So the more people that are adding peace into their own life, love into their own life, happiness into their own life, the more and more people that do that, it's like that catapults a wave of that energy into the collective, and we can all benefit from that energy. And it's like kind of like a domino effect where we start triggering each other to be more uplifted, to be more happy, to be more positive. It's like the tidal wave of fear out there is the main energy, and we need to override that with a new program of love and peace, and it's going to be okay, and we will weather the storms that come. And it's also about being discerning and not agreeing to everything that's being shown to you or spoken to you. So rather than listening with your ears, listen with your heart. What does your heart say about the situation? Oh, I just got goosebumps. What does your heart say about the situation? Does this seem true, or is this more fear porn? Is this something else to bring about more suppression? Is this something else to create an agenda, you know, to distract you over here while something else is going on over here? It's all about being discerning and really being in tune with your own energy and being connected to your divine higher self so that you can get the guidance and the wisdom of truth. Because if it doesn't resonate with you and it feels off, it's probably not of a good energy backing that. You know, your own innate wisdom will tell you what's off or what's something to be cautious with. So don't buy into everything you're being told as truth, basically. We are the key to healing this world. We are all here for a purpose, mainly to liberate and heal the planet. I don't need to say anything further on that because I kind of explained how we're doing that. As we heal ourselves individually, we heal the planet. It takes one person at a time. So it's not about you trying to force somebody else to change. You be the change that you want to see, and it's going to domino effect amongst everybody. It's going to take time as people, you know, are in different paths of ascension. This person may be in first grade of ascension, you may be in 12th grade of ascension, and it's not about judging where somebody's at, just realizing their soul is where they are at their point in time of ascension on their spiritual journey, and to have compassion and unconditional love for where people are at and what they're going through. So it's about, where are you being called to help? Are you being called to get a platform and share messages of positivity to help uplift people? Are you being called to like maybe do a community group session where, you know, people in your community come together and you all help each other, maybe grow food or share supplies or, you know, whatever it is? It's like each individual person will have an inner calling of what they can do to help. It may be on a bigger scale or a more, you know, micro scale of maybe just helping people in your family, or it could be a bigger scale of you actually getting a platform and YouTube and doing something on a bigger scale. There's no judgment there. It's what is your soul calling you to do? That's your own path. It shouldn't be, oh, this person's doing this, I need to do that. No, it's about, what is your soul telling you that you can help with? And you'll know when the time comes, how you can be of assistance to other people. And maybe it's just your energy being a positive light in their dark world. And we need to be really discerning in July about our thoughts and our words and how we're directing our energy flow, because our thoughts and our words and our feelings and our emotions create our reality. So again, if we're focused on the negative, we will keep creating that. If we start focusing on the positive of what could be, that will start to develop in the ethers and then come into manifestation. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. And it's also about, we've been programmed through religious indoctrination, through societal conditioning, family, friends, what have you, to think and feel and act a certain way. And so really this whole year has been about us purging, letting go, releasing, and breaking down our programming of the matrix, of what the matrix has told us to believe, what the matrix told us is real, how to think. All of our belief systems are being shaken up right now. Our programming is being uplifted and removed and deleted so that new programming can come in from divine light to put forth a new belief, a new truth, a new innate wisdom as to how we need to manifest. And, you know, we've been taught to manifest things through fear. And now we're being reprogrammed on how to manifest things through love. And it's about letting the light come in to help you, you know, dissimulate those energies and uplift that programming and remove those old wounds, those traumas, those belief systems, so that it's really about being in the flow of it. And just when you start to feel that anxiety come up of like the light energies coming in, will start surfacing anxiety and all these uncomfortable things, because you're being literally cleared like a computer. You're being rebooted. And so it's unfamiliar to the ego, and the ego wants to attach to something. And so it's about calming the ego and going into, you know, your connection with your divine higher self and breathing through it. Meditation, using crystals, essential oils, whatever you can do to calm your mind, going in nature, really feeling the negative ions to help calm and soothe your soul, getting in the sun, allowing the sun to help, you know, further cleanse and clear away and purge what needs to be purged. As more people expand their consciousness and their beliefs about the matrix change, This is the key to collapsing the corrupt systems, and it will lead to global liberation and freedom. So I'm going to leave with that and get into the cards. All right, so they want to start with this one I'm hearing. So let's see. I feel Metatron's energy with me right now. So Metatron, what do you wish to say about July? What can we share about July? Okay. The green man, nature, connection, and source. I mean, I just said that. Can't get any clearer than that. It's all about connection. Really working on our connection to our higher selves so that we don't get discombobulated or thrown off path by the external energies that want to take us off course, take us off path, and lead us astray, you know, and getting back with nature, being out in nature more. Nature is very soothing and healing, and it also helps us to connect to our divine inner light, our divine source, our God self. Let's see, one more card. What else do you want to share, Metatron? These two. Oh. Wisdom, power, and transformation. Bladowed. I can't say that. I think it's, I don't know. I gotta look at the book to see what that is. Yeah. So it's about becoming wise, becoming discerning, not believing everything you're being told, or not being, you know, so quick to believe everything you're being shown, because that gives away your power when you're so quick to believe, instead of using your, you know, God center and being like, does that resonate with me or does that not? Does that feel like truth or does it not? It's about getting out of using our heads and going back into our heart center for the answers. And that's also where transformation comes in. You know, the more we practice this, our intuition gets stronger, and we will have major transformation on the planet, because we will not be giving our power away, because we will know internally what is real and what is false. And then we have the gift, communication, gift, and crystals. So I feel that using crystals in July is very helpful. I'm especially hearing clear quartz crystal and rose quartz crystal and amethyst. So if you have those or not, maybe even just looking at a picture online and tapping into the energy of it might help you if you can't afford to buy crystals. Yeah, so we are being gifted a new way of communicating, which is more empathic communication, which is like telecommunication. So it's like about speaking to each other through energy rather than through words, and we can do that by sending our energy out to each other. So if we want to help heal the planet, even if we don't know physically what to do, we can just offer our energy of love and peace and send that energy out into the cosmos. And, you know, if you hear something in the news, like maybe a country struggling like Australia or the UK or Canada or wherever, China, you can just sit and connect with that country and send love and light, peaceful energy to that planet, to that country. Why did I say planet? Oh, they're saying you can do that with planets too. Interesting. Metatron's saying, okay, so he's saying the more you awaken and become consciously aware of what's really going on and how to use your power with that energy of sending energy out, you can send energy to your star family, your galactic family that are on other planets right now, and start communicating with them. That's very cool. All right. Let's get into this card deck now. All right, Metatron, what messages do you have to finish with for July? Our galactic family, I'm hearing, if you are a starseed light worker, resonate with that. They have been working diligently behind the scenes for a very long time to help humanity, but they can only do so much because of our free will. So for us that are like, why doesn't somebody come and save us and help us? It's our own mess is what I'm hearing, and we have to clean up our mess. It's like the child who messes up the room, and the loving parent says, you have to learn. You have to learn how to clean up your own mess. I can't always do it for you. So, if you really destroyed that room and you need extra help, there will be some assistance, but they're not going to do all of the work for us. Okay, so I'm going to split the deck. I'm going to get one more. Oh, goodness. Okay. So we have morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. Oh, that's so perfect. So, so perfect. That's what July is all about. It's going to look ugly at times, but it's all about new energies coming in, a new fresh start. We are on a better path. We are leaving a lot behind, a lot of shifts and changes to come, tearing down the old so that we can rebuild the new. And it's about going with the flow again and not allowing the fear porn to bring you down. And we also have the Rose Garden, innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. So it's also about forgiving yourself, forgiving others, and realizing that unconditional love is the only way we heal this planet. We can no longer continue the path that we've been doing because we are destroying ourselves. It's about coming back to love, coming back to our center, opening up those heart chakras, releasing that pain so that we can heal ourselves and this planet. All right, I'm feeling one more card in here wants to come out, so hang with me. Oh, yes. We have the return, a new story, you decide, alignment, it's coming together. Perfect, that's what we were just saying as well. So it's about getting into alignment with your higher self is really important, and to start practicing that. Start tapping into your intuition, strengthening that, becoming the wise leader of your own life and not allowing other people to guide you anymore. It's about guiding yourself by following your inner light, your inner compass. And we also have healing the mother line, healing ancestral work, mother line growing up. Yeah, that's what we're all here to do. We're here to heal our past. We are our past ancestors and we are our future selves as well. There is no such thing as time. So all lives are happening at this point in time. And what we heal in the now moment ripples across all time is what I'm hearing. Wow. A lot of us have incarnated to heal our ancestral lines, our bloodlines, clearing the karma. It's like we have severed the old lineage that gets passed down through the bloodline. It's like your mother dealt with this problem and it got passed down to you, or your grandmother dealt with this problem and she passed it down to your mother, and it kept going through the women. I'm sure it goes to the men too, but I'm hearing specifically through the women, it's like the traumas and the pains get passed down through the bloodline, and then you take on that energy. And it's like what your great grandparents dealt with, maybe heartbreak and couldn't find love, real love, or maybe problems with abundance, or, this health issue or whatever. It keeps getting passed down, and you're here to clear it. You're here to sever it and to create a new lineage, a new healthier bloodline that is no longer going to be dealing with old traumas, the old pains, the old wounds, the old cycle that kept being on repeat. It's like you're clearing the karma once and for all. And we are becoming like grown-ups. It's like we were very adolescent, for many years on this planet, and now we're becoming very, very wise again, almost like the Atlantean era. We're becoming wise like the Atlantean era, but we're not going to make the same mistakes as we did last time, like we did in Atlantis. We're not going to do that again. We're gonna do better this time. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And I'm sending you so much positive energy. It's going to be okay. Just breathe through it. Connect to your higher self. Remember your crystals, your meditations, what you can do to help breathe through those anxiety-ridden times. And don't believe everything that you're seeing or hearing. Sending you so much love. Have a blessed day. Bye.